What's up guys, it's Koi from Gentleman Within, a channel dedicated to helping men dress better and feel their best. And in this video, I'm going to be trying on some pieces from Everlane and talking about how they feel and fit. As always, after watching, you can jump on over to my blog for a deeper dive into the Everlane brand and touch on things that I don't discuss in this video. So I'll link that up there and down in the description for you. So a super quick rundown of the Everlane brand. They sell men's minimalist basics. They also sell women's wear, but their clothes have no logos, and so it's just clean and classic style essentials. Everlane is all about radical transparency, where they partner with ethical factories, and they even share the true cost of every product that they make. And so the Everlanes of the world are pretty much the antithesis to the fast fashion brands like H&M and Zara. They're based in San Francisco, California, and they have 2 retail locations, one in New York City and one in San Fran. Now that you got the rundown, let's jump in with the try on. Classic French terry crewneck sweater comes in at $45 and it's in a XXL small. I think it should be a staple in every man's wardrobe. It's athletic inspired and raglan sleeved, which is distinguished by that diagonal seam from the collarbone to the underarm. It's ribbed at the waist and wrist, and I got it in a versatile heather gray color. And so their gray sweatshirt, it's in a classic fit, and so there's a bit of breathing room, but it's not at all slouchy. The sweatshirt isn't thick nor thin. It's a bit more of a mid-weight. I think it's 12 ounces of French terry fabric. And thankfully the shirt does come in a XXL small, which makes for a much better fit. I think, the X small would have still fit me, but it'd be a little bit more, loose and long. But I feel like this shirt feels pretty fitted on my frame through the chest, through the sleeves, all the way down to the length of the shirt. And the collar isn't too tight or too loose, and so it's a nice fit. It doesn't feel restricting around my neck. It's definitely one of the better fitting sweatshirts that I've tried on off the rack. So the slim fit jeans, they come in at $68, and of course I opted for the dark indigo wash for maximum versatility. The jeans are also available in straight or skinny fit. As for how the Everlane slim jeans feel and fit, Everlane slim fit jeans look and feel pretty nice. The quality feels the same as jeans I own that are more than double the price. There's a thickness to them that leads me to believe that they're tough, durable jeans. At a glance, they have a look and feel of jeans that are similar to my Gap or Levi's. They're slim fit, and so they're fitted through the hip and thigh with a slight taper down towards the ankle and a normal rise. The jeans actually sit pretty comfortably above my waist. Personally, it's got the perfect rise, which is just about an inch and a half under my belly button. The shortest inseam they offer is 30, which is pretty standard in menswear. This means that I'll have to get them hemmed a few inches for that crisp, no break look that I tend to go for. The Japanese slim fit Oxford comes in at $58, and it's a white and blue stripe Oxford cloth button down, OCBD. And it's a style staple in my opinion. The Bengal stripes vertical lines are subtle while still adding that visual interest to the classic Oxford shirt. Everlane's Oxford shirts feel like they're made with a premium cloth. It feels better than some of my made-to-measure Oxford shirts that are double the price. And it's got just the right amount of thickness that you'd expect from a quality OCBD. The shirt is well fitted throughout from the collar all the way down to the bottom hem. I'm actually quite impressed at how well these shirts fit off the rack. Standing at just 5'6", it's nearly impossible to find button-down shirts that fit perfectly off the rack when shopping from non-specialty stores like Peter Manning or an Ash & Erie. In fact, I only have a few shirts in my closet that fit well off the rack after a wash and dry cycle shrunk the shirt to an ideal fit. So the collar fits pretty good around my neck, while the shoulder seam lands right where it should along my shoulder bone. The sleeves might be about 1/4 or 1/2 inch too long, which is nothing compared to typical off-the-rack shirts that are 2 to 3 inches too long. The shirt could benefit from having darts in the back to give it more of a tapered and fitted look throughout the body, so there's a little bit too much fabric in the back for my liking, but it's not a horrible muffin top aesthetic by any means. I like to think a wash and dry cycle will get this OCBD to fit near perfectly on my frame. The beauty of OCBDs is their versatility. I wouldn't wear them with a suit, however they're excellent smart casual options that you can easily wear with slim chinos or dark wash jeans. And coming in at under $60, these OCBDs are quite the value. The cotton bomber comes in at $88, and it's in an extra small in dark navy. And bomber jackets are definitely a fan favorite at Gentleman Within, and for good reason. It's every bit as versatile as it is stylish, and it's really the perfect summer to fall or winter to spring transitional jacket. I've done a couple of videos on the bomber jacket and how to wear it, and so definitely a fan of this jacket. As for how it feels and fits, the cotton bomber is equipped with a ribbed collar, cuffed, and waistband, and it's a much more modern take than the classic MA1 style. sans zipper, and it's a mid-weight cotton shell with a light nylon lining. The drape is also much more modern. There's not too much bunching around the sleeve cuffs. The jacket is generously cropped, and so it's much shorter than other bombers I've tried on, which looks pretty flattering on my 5'6" frame. The sleeves, on the other hand, are slightly too long for my liking, but it's not a deal breaker. I'd say that the Everlane bomber is a perfect spring jacket to throw on over a thin sweater or a basic tee for effortless style. Again, it's a mid-weight cotton twill, and it's got a water-resistant lining, which is always nice. Another really cool thing about Everlane is that they have transparent pricing in that they tell you the true cost of their products. And so they tell you how much the materials cost, the hardware, the labor, the duties, and the transport, and then they give you that true cost. And so the cotton bomber's true cost is $37, and they mark it up just double, up to $88, whereas traditional retail goes for over double the price at $185 for a bomber jacket. And so having that transparent pricing really helps to set them apart from other brands that aren't willing to disclose that type of information. The Renew Fleece Sweatshirt comes in at $60, and it's an extra small. And so this fleece pullover is actually from Everlane's Renew collection, which they've dubbed outerwear with an outlook. And so it's their collection that's produced entirely from plastic water bottles, with exception to zippers and trim. But I think it's pretty crazy that this sweater is made entirely of water bottles, 99%. So how does it feel and fit? Well, the fleece sweatshirt, it's super warm and comfortable, and it's got a relaxed fit, and so it's a lot more loose than the other sweatshirt. And the material is soft, it's almost Sherpa-like to the touch. You know, I have no idea how it's made almost entirely of discarded water bottles. In terms of the fit, the sleeves are a bit longer than I'd like, and I think the shirt is meant to be looser throughout the body, but it's a little bit too relaxed of a fit, and it's too roomy in my chest and body for my liking. It's still wearable and might even shrink a bit in a wash and dry cycle, but if anything, the relaxed drape is perfect for lounging around the house on a lazy Sunday. Finally, we've got the Pic Polo shirt, and this one comes in at $35 and is an extra small. So the basic Pic Polo is a classic piece that's more elevated than a basic t-shirt while still keeping things casual. The heather gray colorway is definitely one of my favorites for versatility. Everlane's Pic Polo, it feels really thin with the same weight and feeling of, say, a Uniqlo polo. It's really not much to talk about. It's, naturally has a rougher knit texture than, say, a combed cotton or a Pima cotton. In terms of the fit, it wears relatively well. The drape is slightly long on my frame, but not nearly as long as some of the big box retailers like Goodfellow & Co. from Target or Express. The collar lays flat and it doesn't curl, which is always a welcome attribute, but I'll have to see how it holds up after wash and dry. The shirt sleeves hit where they should around mid-bicep, and it wraps around without restricting. But one problem area I noticed is along the left shoulder seam. There seems to be a minor defect where the fabric protrudes a little bit. It's not terrible, but it could be an oversight in the QC process. But all in all, their polo shirts fit me quite nicely, just like most of the other pieces in their collection. And another thing, I'm super surprised that so many of Everlane's garments are made in my home country of Vietnam, which, I think that's pretty cool. So in the end, I'm impressed with Everlane. They managed to sell not quite fast fashion affordable prices, but they sell some really nice men's minimal basics for a really good price point. In terms of durability, I'm gonna have to do an update video after I've been able to try on all the clothes and see how they've held up over a long period of time. And I'd be remiss to mention, as a shorter guy, 5'6", that the clothing does fit really well for shorter guys, which really surprised me. Initially, I was really skeptical because there are very few brands, there are specialty brands out there like Peter Manning and Ash & Erie that cater specifically towards that height group. And while Everlane doesn't cater specifically towards shorter guys, their clothing actually fits pretty well on guys of shorter stature. They even carry some double extra smalls, which fit pretty darn well, which is the size of the gray sweatshirt. And some of their products, like the navy bomber that I tried on in this haul, also have a shorter crop, which is ideal for shorter guys. So overall, I'm very impressed with Everlane as a company, and I really like their mission and what they're all about. So definitely great clothing company, men's minimalist basics, focused on sustainability, just really great mission. So yeah, if you want to shop all the looks, I'll have links down in the description below. And that's all I got for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, put out new videos like this.